Before moving to Houston, I was known as a plant killer. I could not keep one alive to save my life. Well, more importantly, to save its life. So this is really going to be neat. In Houston, I do a little better, but this is a grapevine, and grapevines are supposed to be kept a little bit dry, not in the beginning, but once you start getting grapes, and that's what makes a good flavorful grape. This one I was absolutely killing inside. Moved it outdoors, and I guess the humidity of Houston has kept it going. Move this to moisture. This moisture is doing okay, which makes sense since I watered it yesterday. And the pH is a little alkaline. Let's see what light says. You can see here, that's where the light is. So yes, it is in the shade. That is so cool. I am going to love this tool. Now, comparatively, wow, that one is just all over the place there. Look at that. And it's set at light right now, and that's why it's swinging really hard over that way, because it is definitely in the light. Now, let me move this to the pH. Wow, right down the middle. You go. And moisture. And yep. Watered yesterday, and oh, feel how squishy this is. Yep, and it is wet. Good job. Oh, so cool. Because I am the plant killer, this is the only kind of plant I've been able to keep indoors. Even then it's kind of questionable. So let's put this puppy in there. Watered a few days ago. And now pH. All right. Back to moisture. You're doing okay. All right. Now I have to be honest, it was the plant reader that I was really wanting, but this came with it. So I'm going to see how my water is doing, I guess. Okay, I have to be honest, I have never tested my TDS before, but I'm reading up on this, and this is a great way to check for dissolvable solids in your water. In other words, you can check to make sure your water is going to taste good. This is really good if you want to make sure that your water filter is working as it should be, that it's not time to change the filter. You can test your hardness this way. You can make sure that your plants are getting the right amount of minerals. And if you have fish, this is a good way to make sure that they have the minerals necessary. So for drinking water, I understand that for testing purposes, as far as the state goes, it's 500 or less parts per million. But 170 parts per million above says hard water. So let me put this here. Oh, do not tell me my water filter needs to be changed. So I went ahead and measured, and it turns out 2 inches is just before the blue here. So this is less than 1.5 inches. So we'll just make do with what we've got. This is from my Rain Soft water filter, which, yeah, we probably do need to add more salt. I don't know. I don't pay attention to it very often. So I'm a little high. It looks like it might be hard water. But you know what else I always forget to change is the filter in my fridge. Let's see how that one is doing. Well, it's doing better than water softener outside. Okay, so I can see why this would be really interesting to have. I just never once knew that this thing existed. So that's pretty cool. I will now know right away if it's my taste buds that are weird or if my water softener needs to be fixed. So I got to playing with the pH tester. I do love how easy this is. Just put it in the water, shake it around a bit. But I will need to calibrate it, and it does say if it has not been in use for a while, you're going to have to calibrate it. So I need to calibrate it because right now you can see my water is higher than this is showing. It's about 7.6, whereas this is saying 6.9 to 7. It ranges back and forth. So I need to calibrate that. But obviously once it gets calibrated, which I have to buy the tool to do it. I mean, it comes with a little screw to do it, but it also needs some solution, which I don't at this moment have. But once I do have it, I won't have to mix with a bunch of dyes and whatnot. You just dip it in your water and it goes. That's pretty cool. But again, that's not really what I bought the kit for. I bought the kit for the plant. I love this. This is awesome.